Hello and welcome to eCAN Bites. My name is Elisa Piñon and I'm the Communications Officer for the eCAN Join Action and your host for today's episode, the last of this series. We'd like to start the last episode of the eCAN Bites by thanking all the healthcare professionals who took their time to talk to us and bringing the eCAN experience closer to our listeners. Today, we will explore the take-home messages these healthcare professionals highlight from their participation in this transnational project. For this last episode, we've invited 6 healthcare professionals from across Europe. We have the pleasure to talk to Vasiliki Holeva from Papa Georgiou Hospital of Thessaloniki in Greece, Sofia Adão Fonseca and Magda Oliveira from the Portuguese Institute of Oncology in Porto, Portugal. They were with us in the last episode. Orsolya Hovart from the National Institute of Oncology in Hungary, and Artemis Komatina and Constantina at Palala from Cyprus Association of Cancer Patients and Friends. Thank you for being here today, and let's get started. It's so nice to have you here, Vasiliki. You are a clinical psychologist and work with breast cancer patients, right? How do you value the experience as a whole, taking into account the Greek context, of course?
Right. It was definitely a useful experience for us because we under a new technological world, which was very easy to adapt, and we thought that we managed to help patients that we couldn't otherwise help due to their condition and due to the severeness of their illness. So my experience is positive, definitely positive.
The European Union is so diverse that we need to make sure all countries have equal opportunities to access these services. Does something similar happen in other contexts? Let's ask our Portuguese colleagues. Sofia, Magda, you are physiotherapists and psychologists respectively in IPO Porto. What's your opinion on the eCAN pilots?
I think it's a really good and interesting strategy for following the patients that can't come in person. So I think it was really useful for the experience for us as the clinical team, as for the patients, as they showed us how well they were with the treatment.
And yours, Magda?
I think when we look at this in a broad perspective, looking to the plus and the minus, I think the balance is very positive. I think it was a positive experience for me. I think I was challenged with something that made me to develop, including new skills. And I think for the patients, it was very, very positive. And the patients that were included in the study reported a lot of gains and are very happy and with the participation and sad with the end of it. So I think it was a good opportunity for all of us and a starting point for new reflections about what this new perspectives and tools can bring to health for all of us. Thank you for the opportunity.
The pleasure is ours, Magda. None of that could have been possible without your commitment. I'm sure the Hungarian colleges put the same dedication in the project. You, Orsolya, were the primary investigator from your center in this project. How do you evaluate this experience?
eCAN project was a really good chance to convince also the patients and the healthcare professionals that the e-tools can improve the treatment and the rehabilitation of cancer patients, and I'm quite sure that it will be the way of the future, and we both have to accept it and use it widely.
Thank you very much, Orsolya. Lastly, I'd like to get your impressions, Artemis and Constantina. You both work in the Cyprus Association of Cancer Patients and Friends. What are your main highlights after participating in this project?
I think it's important to really find ways to inform and educate and support healthcare professionals. I know in some countries technology is widely used, but in Cyprus it's a lot more limited. And I think in order to kind of promote technology within the healthcare settings, we really need to start with our healthcare professionals. It's not a normal part of our everyday practice. So it's something that we kind of need to get familiar with and get to know well, and we need to appreciate the benefits in order to help our patients embrace the change and the benefits of technology.
Basically our approach will affect the willingness of the patients to incorporate like technology in their lives. So we need training.
We are taking notes, Constantina. While doing these interviews, I've heard that more than once, so we definitely have some work to do in that sense. Thank you so much for joining me in today's episode. This was the last of our series, and I hope that you enjoyed the 4 episodes that are available on our website, and hopefully you better understand the intricacies of this exciting project after listening to it. We definitely do it. We'll keep you posted on our very last news.